this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bishop. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Great place to start for this offense. On the ground, it's Lewis. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to...
Breaks into the open. Smashes ahead. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt.
Ball is out behind the line. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Runs for the tackle.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then offload the football.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense.
In the double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
The sure hands, it's Jefferson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you gotta have it. You gotta be on the same page, and they were there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteer! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Got a little space. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, it's an electrifying run, and you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all...
There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Grabbed over the middle. It's dealt. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Fires to the right. Got his man. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The RPO fire complete to the left. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll go with a direct snap. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point was good. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First play of the period, first down here. On the run, it's Lewis. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the...
He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it down the left. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. They just dialed up one big play. 35. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. That's caught. It's Smith. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. And the ball's in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, the power run here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. Touchdown ball. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers
Right down the gut of the field. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Dogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Lewis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Using his legs, it's Lewis. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Reels it in down the right side. Turning it on. The 10. Touchdown Volunteer. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He turns it loose to the left. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Snowed under by the defense. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Fine play action. He'll off one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's loose. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was.
Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Looking left. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. Makes the grab, it's Thomas. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll take the deep shot. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Got some room to run. Lowers those pads. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds his man. It's Bell. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. look to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Frazier. Got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Power football with the run. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pocket breaking down. It's caught. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll give it to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Volunteers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think it's
a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They put it on the ground last time. They had it got to take care of this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. The RPO, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot, though.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. The play action fake. Rushes on him. Finds a little space. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Georgia! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. He gets a block. He's got it out. And there he goes. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Steps away. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about him.
Unleashes one deep. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
To the air, it's Aguilar. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Hits him with a stiff arm. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Makes the quick grab. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Motion from the back. Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your
breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Under fire. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Now the pitch. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that one.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the third down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Lewis. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And that's a great way to start this drive. Listen, we understand the situation. We need a touchdown. We need a 2-point conversion. But you can't get all of that on one play. Stay consistent. Plenty of time still left on the clock. Dink and dunk if you need to. Oh,
he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Bounced right back to them.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it.
Going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. The Vols come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. It'll be a run on third and short. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here comes the hurry up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Man, you practice this all week for a reason. The 2-minute situation is so important. I like the completion. I like the first down. Let's see if we can get one more play in real quick before the 2-minute timeout.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown ball!
Well, they get the touchdown here, and I think if you're the head coach, you got to go for two. You got to have a two-point play dialed up right now. What can you run you feel like you can execute to tie this thing with not a lot of time left on the clock?
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He'll do it himself. Breaks the tackle. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. He's going to run it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making the situation a lot more manageable.
Running into the open space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. He's at the 30. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Branch. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They go to the ground. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and go and get them tackled to the ground.
Now try to pound their way in. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
And the running back was...
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2.